Welcome, Virgo. This is your weekly Tarotscope reading for May the 11th through to the 17th, 2015. We have some beautiful cards on the board for you today. Before we get there, though, I would like to take a moment to thank you for your likes, your shares, your favorites, for your comments, for your support, for subscribing. Thank you, truly. Now let's get to you. We start with the Judgment card. So I would have to say that this week, believe in you, who you are. Don't don't allow the judgment of others to weigh in who you truly are, what you stand for, what you truly believe in your vision going forward. We have the Five of Pentacles and the Six of Cups here. It's I would have to say, from the majority of these cards, it is enhancing your world by looking at the roadblocks in life, problems that come up, situations that set you back, and really understanding where your true balance is within any context of a relationship, a job. It could be home and family life, actually, with these two cards. Okay, the Five of Pentacles is that doorway to well-being, that doorway to good health, that doorway to finances growing, looking better. Okay, now there's always a chance of walking past this door when it appears. Okay, that we might fill ourselves with a self-pity, or oh, woe is me, believing the ideals of other people and how they describe us, or setting our values into what they think of us rather than what we think of ourselves, not loving ourselves enough, not raising our own self-confidence enough, not believing in our true worth, not believing in our true worth, our talents, our beauty, the true love that we give to another. And this also is a lot about loving ourselves. You know, this is like the mother nurturing the child, so it is us nurturing our inner child. And it's really standing strong in who we are, where we want to go, our talents, and putting that really as the headliner for the week. To not allow situations to disrupt our lives, not allowing frustrations to come into play. We have the Empress and the Four of Swords. Now, this kind of says slow down. Slow down things in your life in order to raise your energy, in order to realize just how beautiful you are and where you are going on your path. Okay, this is believing in your abilities, believing that you are protected by God, your angels, your spirit guides. This is to allow your inner strength to lead the way. Okay, so this week, especially with Judgment being your very first card, it's all about enhancing your path forward, enhancing it the way you want to enhance it. And we do have some struggle here, but the struggle, don't leave it unattended. The struggle this week very well leads you into a path of knowing, a path of clarity, a path of understanding where you're going, how to get there, what steps need to be in place, what things need to be in place. Okay, this is a slow down though. Okay, when we have the Four of Swords, okay, traditionally this card is the knight, the warrior coming off the battlefield, hanging up their weapons, taking off their armor, laying down, asking for healing to come in, and being grateful that they've made it to this point, that they are surrounded with beauty, that there are things to be thankful for in their life. And asking for protection going forward, asking for wisdom going forward. Okay, but we have the Empress here, which promises new new roads of opportunity, new growth, new experiences. Okay, this is the sign of birth in our life. So, well, maybe you're looking at expanding the family, but I think it's more the birth of our dreams, allowing our dreams to take precedence over other things and other people in our lives, realizing our value, our worth, our desires, and how they need to be acknowledged, how they need to be fueled, how they need to go to the front burner, that it can't always be about everybody else, but it has to be about you and your growth, your spirituality, your beauty, and stepping into a knowing that your dreams are there for the offering, that you are surrounded by a great beauty, that you are well protected, but more so that your vision is clear, that it's not some whimsical fantasy that you have, that there is a foundation, there is a strength. Okay, the Empress, she sees what she wants in the future, and then she goes about manifesting it. She doesn't second guess. She takes in all the information, she makes sound decisions, and she expects it to become a reality. And so you need to expect the beauty and the wonders to come streaming into your life. Absolutely. We have the Ten of Cups and the Nine of Swords. Almost everybody has had the Nine of Swords. I think it's been in every reading so far. And the Nine of Swords is our worry, our fears, our concerns. Okay, this is when you are exhausted and you go and you lay your head on the pillow and you just know that in about 2 seconds you're going to be fast asleep. And just as you close your eyes, your brain says, let's talk. And you find yourself sitting there hours later replaying situations, replaying what you said, what you did, what you didn't say, what you didn't do. Okay, and as the anxieties come up, it's allowing self-doubt to come in. It's allowing self-sabotage to come in. Now, if you know this energy is going to be around, and it is going to be around, unfortunately, it's going to be around for most of us, I think, knowing that this energy is around gives us this step ahead of everybody else. Because if we know this energy is coming around, then we don't want to wait until the evening to allow these thoughts to come into our mind, allow these replays of our past to come in. We want to set aside some time for spirituality. We want to set aside some time so we can meditate, so we can pray, so we can understand why we're given these situations to replay in our mind, what value it has, what it needs to teach us to go forward, what lesson is involved, where we need to grow, where we need to tap into our inner wisdom more. Okay, and if you pay attention to this, if you allow these thoughts to come in so that you can work through them and work past them so that they don't linger into your future. I mean, we have the Ten of Cups. It's your happily ever after. So the things that you pay attention to that give you the most worry, the most concern, and really looking at it and really looking at the different perspectives that you can have on it, the different action plans that you can have in order to walk away from these feelings. Maybe it's understanding where you have to draw lines in the sand, protect your boundaries. Maybe it's standing up for yourself and who you are, and where you want to go. Maybe it's making that statement or that declaration, but it does move you into your happily ever after. It does make you strong. It does give you wisdom. So don't ignore those thoughts coming in. Welcome them, embrace them, because that is really going to be a big turning point, I think, or a revelation or two or three that come to you this week in order to empower you on how to move forward, in order to use your gifts, in order to use your unique talents in a way that you will find abundance, that you will have happiness in your life, that you will grow into a beautiful path of tomorrow. Here again, we have the anxieties, and it's with the Queen of Wands. Now, the Queen of Wands is beautiful because, well, she's a very fertile energy. But the thing I like the most about the Queen of Wands is because she doesn't make these rash decisions. She takes in all the information. She becomes the diplomat. So too do we need to become the diplomat this week in our lives and back out of the situation, not get involved in the drama of the situation, but rather backing out of the situation and taking in all the information, all the knowledge there is to have. And then, based on all of the knowledge, you make a decision on how to go forward. Okay, that's going to give you growth. That is going to give you beautiful growth, beautiful new experiences, and understanding a little bit more about some of the lessons that you've had in your life and how they have strengthened you, how they have made you into the beautiful person you have become, how they will continue to strengthen you as the years roll on. Okay, on each of those wands, and it doesn't, I love the one that she holds because it is so gnarled at the bottom, it's so twisted. So it really symbolizes that no matter how hard the path was to get to this moment in time, there is new growth on the top of that wand, but not only that one, all the wands. So it's to not look at situations in your life as roadblocks, limitations, self-doubt, self-sabotage coming in, not believing in yourself. It's having a courage to reform, give birth to your ideas, where you want to go. It's having the courage, it's having the strength, it's having the wisdom, it's having the understanding, and it's giving it thought and making some clear decisions on exactly where you want to go moving forward. So don't, if frustration sets in, either from something that's happening at home or in the workplace or within the community, or perhaps it's a one-on-one with a boss or a person of authority, don't play into it, but rather back yourself out of it. Slow down the process and understand exactly the steps that need to be taken in order to ensure a beautiful tomorrow for yourself. So until we meet again, remember, I do love you.